Hey, replay people, y'all can probably already hear us. We're waiting for the delay on the live side to let people know we're live. So, okay, our people are in here. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Season 8 finale.
Welcome.
I am Trendaris, and we have Red Keep Clapper Queen
Hey,
Fiteris in the house. Come on,
hey,
Clapper Queen.
hey.
The antics start early, okay?
Listen, I'm just praying that the wigs stay on. Let's just
Today, are we gonna not have any Karen Huger shifting wigs?
listen. No Karen Huger and no thick tongue foolishness today, okay?
Okay. Chat, today we need max participation because we are in here, but life has been lifing, okay?
Yes,
A miracle brought us here.
we are here by Little Razzle Dazzle. What's the name of that witch or that cast? I'm trying to remember what her name is. I think she put some razzle dazzle on us. I think we drank some of that scissor because we've been all over the place this week.
We have, but we are here. I got some screenshots for y'all. We're gonna do some greetings, then we're gonna play this intro and we're gonna get into it. Welcome to the season finale. Okay, so hey, Sweet Pea, thank you for becoming a member. Hey, Shan, I understand we'll be in the background. That's the other Taurus sister right there. Hey, Shirley Macklin, Glow, American Born at the number 5 on the light count. April with the 2 L's. Hey. All right, I'm gonna play our intro and then we're gonna get into it, sweet sis. Let's see. Here we go. Where are we at? Here we go. Dracarys. Okay.
Hey. Mr. Trendon did his thing on that.
He did his thing. I'm so proud. I can't even hold it.
Sis, can we play the intro one more time for American Born? Just one more.
Run it back. Dracarys.
I went back like, hey. Oh my goodness. Listen. The Queen Leo, other crew. Happy birthday to you, Trendon.
Oh, thank
At
you.
some point. I hope this has been a magnificent week for you.
It's been very nice.
Good.
I am glad to be here, but it was nice.
Good. Did y'all see her in the Jeep and stuff? Like she was like beep beep.
Who got the keys to the Jeep? Vroom. We took the top off and the doors off. Oh, we have the time.
I love it. You see what American Born said? We have the coolest opening on the YouTuber.
Thank you. Oh, that must be just Wander, the YouTuber. I was like, why she say YouTuber? But now I know. Thank you, American Born.
Oh, I love it. Hello, TMP. Hey, this has been a very interesting week for me, but I am so glad to be here with you, Trendon, at some point, and to be here with everyone that's in the chat.
We made it.
We made it. Thank you, literally, as my pastor would say, thank you, Jesus. Literally. So this is the final episode. We're gonna have some fun. Again, Trendon and I are driving the struggle bus. As a matter of fact, I had to hop out a couple times and push that John in the back. I had to like put my effort into it. But yeah, we driving the struggle bus, so we definitely gonna need everyone's help in the chat. All
Yes,
right, y'all.
crowd participation on this one to fill in some of the things. Okay, I'm ready.
Awesome. All right. So the season 2 finale opens up in a new location. All right. So Tywin Lannister has arrived at the Free Cities and is looking to negotiate. All right. The Greens need help to end the blockade of the Gullet. So you know that there's been a blockade and they're not able to get the flow of all of the supplies that they need to include food, to the point that they're considering chopping up fricasseed dragons. They're fighting over scraps. It's pretty bad. I mean, you don't even see no mice running around anymore, which means that people are making some real bad decisions, right? So he's in the Gullet, and the Greens need help to end the blockade, and that's exactly what Tywin asks of them for their help, right? So the Triarchy also understands that Aegon needs them more than they need them, right? So because think about it, they're not really they could take or leave this brewing war, right? They could take or leave, right? They really don't have much to do with it, right? And they understand, so they use the stepstones as a bargaining chip, right? So they pretty much said, hey, look, give me the stepstones, we got you, homie. And Tywin agrees, but he makes it clear that the Prince Regent will not be happy with this exchange. All right. So on the outskirts of King's Landing, we see Aemon is up on Vhagar, looking out to the city on fire. So Aegon is bugging. This is like literally in the opening scene. He's bugging, like
he done lost it.
He's completely lost it, and he's angry with what's transpired. Aemon has lost his cool and set fire to Sharp Point. Is actually literally like a knife's edge, unaliving innocence in the process. What are your thoughts about this scene, kind of seeing the exchange between the Triarchy and also seeing Aemon just kind of losing his mind?
Well, okay, so the first thing is they definitely knew they had the upper hand, which is why, because at first, didn't they ask for like 100 dragons or something, obviously that they could not, no one could deliver on. Right. And then they were like, okay, we'll take the stepstones. And he did not want to give them the stepstones, but at the end, he conceded. But they were like, well, that's not all. Our people won't sell unless, is she a captain? Unless the captain sells too. Right. And he's like, who's the captain? And, you know, of course, he's expecting a guy. It's not a guy, it's a woman. I love this actress and how she played this character. I didn't know what to expect from her. So that was actually good because I want to stay on my toes when it comes to House of the Dragon. And so obviously we don't know what the challenge is yet, but we know that she's like, you don't really look like a man's man. Like, you know what I mean? So we're obviously going to see later what she challenges him to.
Yes.
Why don't we introduce Aemon? This is Aemon that had the hissy fit, right?
Yes.
Aemon needs to get it together. He needs to go back and find that mother figure prostitute and go cry on her knee. Do not go, like, why are you out here unaliving people because you saw 3 dragons and you had to turn around?
Right.
You had to pull the brakes. Oh, sorry.
Like, you know how they say, like, people be having, like, mommy and daddy issues. Like, this whole bunch got mommy and daddy issues.
They do.
They do. Like, Team Black, Team Green.
Team Green, both.
Like, BOFFUM, both of them. Yeah. They both had mommy and daddy issues. Some are just not emotionally intelligent at all. They can't express their feelings. Some of them just want a hug. Some of them just want some attention. Some of them need to stop sipping that scissor. It's a lot going on. Now, this thought just came to mind. I wonder, having that Targaryen blood in you, does that, because think about it, like later on, you know, the Mad King is going to, you know, he's going to step on the scene. I don't even know if any of these iterations of any of these shows is going to show the Mad King or not. I'm not sure with this new show that's supposed to be coming out sooner or later.
The animated one or the other one? Because I heard there's like a few different ones.
There's another one. I haven't really looked at the preview for it just yet. It looks pretty good. But like even the Mad King went mad. Even Danny went mad.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it has something to do with
that dragon blood, and they say they all got that touch of madness flowing through them.
The inbreeding.
Yeah, right. Honestly, yes. That's the inbreed. I forget about that part. But yes, like, that part, that definitely.
You got Uncle Daddies. You got.
I was sitting here talking about blood magic, and the inbreeding.
They are literally like. I mean, I get it when to keep the bloodline pure. We'll see later on. Actually, we're starting to see unfold some of the issues with the dragon seeds. We'll see that with Ulf. We'll see that with the other, the fine one. He made me.
Yeah, Ulf got on my nerves. I know we getting there, but I just want to say he got on
my nerves. Ulf got on my nerves. And what's the other one name? I can't think.
Hugh.
Hugh. Oh, Hugh fine, y'all. Fine to me.
At least he didn't, because I know they said he gonna turn. At least he didn't turn this episode, because I thought it was gonna happen fast. So I was like, okay, we got Hugh for a little bit longer.
You can see it a little bit, though. You can see it a little bit. But yes, so I wonder if it has something to do with the inbreeding, something to do with the fact that they have, some mental issues. Oh, thank you for being here. Please drive safely. Love, Key.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Regina. Love, Key.
So my question is, so I pretty much say, yikes. Like literally seeing him hovering over Sharp's End, like he's on the dragon. The whole place. From what I understand, he left no person alive. Like no one was alive. He burnt them all to a crisp. Like
right.
Yeah. You think he could be a good leader? Let's say
No, I wasn't. See, as the non-book reader, I didn't know how crazy Aemon was gonna get.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, strategist wise, he might be okay. No, he's not. I have nothing. No.
Yeah. I really had faith because there was some glimmers, just a little shine of like, oh, he could be a good leader. Like he gonna grab those cojones. He's kind of like Steel Cojones, the lawyer. Like he gonna take it by, he gonna grab life by the horns. He gonna rule well. I mean, but then,
then his decision, it was discussed more like in outside of what we saw in the episode, but him in like the way he increases the blockade, he does not care anything about the small folk. No. So yeah, he doesn't have it in him on any fronts. He just wants to burn things.
He just wants to burn things, and he wants to prove that he can be a good leader. But unfortunately, he doesn't have any great examples. He doesn't have any. He just doesn't have any great examples. So, in the next, any final thoughts?
No, I'm good for the next scene. I got mine out. What I wanted to say. So
wonderful. Aegon is still bedridden. He's still bedridden, but Larys is being the best physical therapy that King's Landing could buy. for Aegon. He is literally picking him up. Like, listen, come on, let's move that arm, let's move that leg. He's trying to get his body really, really, really working. And during this time, Larys is, he informs Aegon that Rhaenyra's Rhaenyra's upper hand, and tells them that he needs to flee the city. The block is hot. The block
is hot. The block is blazing.
The block is hot. You gotta get out of here. I'm trying to say, your brother is literally burning up things. Like he is literally like the fire starter. Shout out to Stephen King. He's literally like using all the toys in his arsenal to get back at people. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Like your brother already made you a lemon pepper wing. Do you want him to finish you off? Like that's what he's trying to tell him. You know what he did to you. Why are we still sitting in this bed? We gotta go.
He is literally the Two-Face of King's Landing.
Not the Two-Face.
You your daddy's child.
He's his daddy's child. He the opposite mirror of his daddy. Like, hey,
crazy.
This is not. Before I forget, I will say that they said that, of course, in the books, they are definitely speeding up his recovery in the show versus how it was in the books, because he wasn't even supposed to be awake all these times. We keep seeing him awake. So they theorize that we may see him kind of slowly recover in season 3, and then probably be like as fit as he's going to get back to by beginning of season 4-ish.
Yes.
You know. Hey, Bama.
I saw that too. Hi, Bama girl. Thank you for being here. And pretty much it's too dangerous. And they, meaning the Team Green, is outnumbered by dragons. And Aegon's life truly is in danger. I mean, let's think about it. He pushed that whole ball into his body and put his weight on it.
Oh, that was cringy.
Yeah, it was very.
And they said too, I mean, like, even if it's not his brother, yeah, like you said, they got other dragons. They coming for this castle. They coming for the keep. Like, you gotta go. We gotta go.
These ain't no. They bringing all the flamers on Team Black. At least they literally got all the flamers there. So and Larys does feel that Aemon might try to take his brother's life again. So he comes up with a plan to flee to Braavos, and where now Larys is a lot of things. And he loved him some feats. And I meant to put an S on it. He loved him some feats. And
I wanted to say, I said, oh, he probably loves feet because he's a club foot. So then his fascination with feet makes even more sense. I know it's disgusting on how he's fascinated with feet, but I was like, oh my God, duh. That's probably where the origin of his fetish is from, because of his own,
I can't call it. I just know that, listen, OF would make a whole lot of money off of Larys.
And he got all the coins. He hiding them from the stone. What's it called? The stone keep, or what's the? I know the strong keep. He got all the money because his uncle don't have it, so he definitely would keep the House of the Dragon OnlyFans.
He would keep it moving. I'm trying to tell you. I might have to show a toe or two. Mama got to pay for school, baby. Okay,
he'd be the easiest
because this thing be slipping.
You want me to take my stockings off? That's it? Okay.
What color you want my toes, baby? I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking, y'all.
How's it hard? We got a blockade. I'm done with you.
Mama got master's degree to pay for, okay? Sorry, y'all. Anyway, King of OF, he done stashed away some money, some bread. He done literally stashed away some bread in Braavos.
I just realized you call him King of OF. I'm done with you.
OF King done stashed away some money in Braavos, and he gonna take him and Lemon Pepper Wing over there to stash him away. Because pretty much, again, the block is hot.
He had to convince him too, because he was like with the goat effers, and then he was like, but you could be known as I can't remember the name he wanted to be known as, but they were going through like titles that he'd be remembered as long as he actually could live to see that time and stuff like that.
That's a good point. What was Rhaenyra's name?
That's what I was saying. They said it was the same as what she was actually called. He wanted to be called that too.
Help us out, Chad.
Come on, Chad.
Come on. Because she was like the jewel of something. It was something that she was, and he wanted to be called that because it was her name. So it was really, really interesting. Again, some serious mommy and daddy issues. Yeah. Listen, they might need some professional help. Just don't use Destiny's coach. Don't use.
I'll say it again. Don't use Destiny's life coach. That's all we say. Okay, in our opinion, it's our own opinion.
In our opinion, yeah. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. No, don't go to her. She ain't the right one. Listen, y'all gotta try again. Anyway, y'all be better off using the 8-ball. But that being said,
not the 8-ball. Should I leave or should I stay 8-ball?
You be better off. My bad, y'all. Listen, it's been a week, so they gonna keep on coming.
We haven't been able to cut up in like 2-3 weeks. It's pent up.
Now we got some new nickname. King of OF, Lemon Pepper Wing. Listen, they better off with a magic 8-ball than using old girl. But listen, shout out to y'all. Y'all stay over there. But that being said, to your point, trending, he did have to do a lot of convincing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we have to get off of our high horse for American Boy. You know what? We need to care for American Boy. American Boy be cutting up over here, over in Don's chat. That's my homie right there. But that being said, he had to convince him. But like, I'd rather be over there with the ghosts
and alive.
And alive. Right? Yeah. You and King of OF. So anyway, he convinces him, and I think they start to roll up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So meanwhile, Raina is still out. Oh, forgive me. Do you have any final thoughts regarding that?
No, not yet, because they're gonna come again in a little bit. So I'll give anything else.
Yeah, hopefully I got some more in there. I'm not sure if I have.
If not, the pictures will remind us too, so we could, if we have it, and the notes don't have it. It's
yes,
okay.
Indeed. So Raina is still out in the fields of the Vale, trying to find the dragon who's been residing there. So she saw pretty much remnants of him kind of just burning things to a crisp, knowing things that aren't normal, that's normally in the Vale. She's noticing that, right? But she's seemingly out of luck. For the most part, she's looking high and low. She in the daylight with flashlight.
She's determined.
She's so determined. So pretty much throughout this episode, we get quick scenes of her running, which is weird. Why are you running?
I was like, y'all gonna use this whole episode to have her running in this repetitive looking field. Only way I could tell that she been somewhere a while, because y'all made her look like this. Oh, she thirsty, so she must have been there a while. Oh, she hide behind this rock to go to sleep. But I'm like, y'all, it's the same field. Ooh. Like, come on.
She's looking weird. She's just like, what's the name of the movie? The Sound of Music. She's just literally running through the hills. Girl. Anyway, so we don't need a reminder that she's still there.
We know, because we waiting on her to get her dragon. We know she's still out there.
Get it? She could have just sat on the side. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad that it just didn't work. Our nerves. It was just like, you want to know, sidebar. I thank the Lord on high that we don't have to see another dream of his and him flashing back and forth. But we'll talk about that later on.
Okay.
Thank God that is ended.
We're talking about Sixth Sense Damon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. The truth is, I'm tired. I guess options was few when it came to this script, because
options
I wanted them to take me to the king so bad. Anyway.
No, it got on my nerves. I'm like, okay, we finally get done with this.
Please,
okay.
Right, for the love of the Lord, right?
Yeah.
We would have been really just fine, just like Sheep Stealer just coming onto the scene. I don't know about you, but I would have been perfectly fine with that. So my question to you regarding that specific scene is, why is she out there running? Like,
she looking for Sheep Stealer. She looking for the Sheep Stealer dragon. Because she know he or she is out there somewhere.
Yeah, out there somewhere. But I mean, you gonna know when Sheep Stealer on the scene. Is one of the weirdest, from what I understand, the ugliest of the dragons, for what I understand.
Oh,
he's like the more unconventional looking one, right?
Okay.
But yeah, because it's a wild one. It's a wild one.
It's wild. That's true.
Yeah, it's a wild one. It hasn't been tamed. How do you feel about them using Raina instead of introducing Nettles?
They're making me want Nettles, but they also have me invested that I wanted Raina to get a dragon. But I would have. They said we're missing out on some good story with Nettles. Because if you're just gonna have Raina running until she finds a dragon, I would have rather had Nettles' story then, because I'm hearing the Nettles story is it was really cool how she got the dragon, and it introduced other theories about having Targaryen blood and what makes you actually be able to ride a dragon and a dragon claim you and stuff like that. So I would have been interested in Nettles' story. I mean, I'm happy. I want her to get her dragon because the way they made me want her to get a dragon. But yeah, I would have liked to know Nettles' story.
Well, and shout out to Raina, because my understanding that getting out of the Vale is something not to behold. I mean, there's like literally different levels, different areas. Right. Walk up here.
True.
You got to spin around, do a head spin, and go through this gate, through that gate, through that gate. So shout out to her, but I just feel bad that she's running all over the place.
And that's it. So she ain't talking. We don't get nothing from her. She just running.
Various scenes of her just just kind of running. I'm like, okay, run, Forrest, run. Do what you need to do. Um, all right. So over at Dragonstone, Jace finds Ulf and Hugh in the council room, and he hid in the heat of 1,000 suns.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, he is not happy that these two jokers, because it's a representation of, pretty much being a dragon seed. He's able to sit on his high horse, but he can't because now, like, the obvious is right in front of him. You're equals to them, in my opinion. You're equals
Mm-hmm.
to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't just claim that I'm the queen's son, and I can ride a dragon. Like, no, there's actually some competition out there. So it may even be a humbling experience. Yeah, run, Forrest, run, Kim. I mean,
it's even more so with the way Ulf is acting. It's driving it home really with Ulf more than it's Adam, right? Adam or
yes.
Hugh. It's really Ulf right now that's
Yes.
making it like this feels we're degrading this whole dragon thing right now.
I mean, but the other part about this to me is that he's just being himself.
Ulf?
Yes.
Well, see, here's the thing. I was entertained and loving some Ulf all the way till he claimed his dragon. Because I loved how he got claimed by the dragon. She was snuffling him and then he was having fun riding her. I love that. Once we came to him at this table and acting like this, that's when I kind of was like, that's when I was like, dang, I don't like Ulf anymore. I don't like him.
Yeah, I did. And welcome, Kenna. Look, this is a great show. If you don't know anything about House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones, please come on in.
Yes. And let me say real fast, hey to Mama Capricorn and Divine Virtuous Woman that came in. I believe we did speak to Tia P. Hey, Kim Green, Alf MC. Hey, y'all.
Hey. Yeah, he does feel a little. Now, which one? Which one is the him you can't stand? Is it?
She probably talking about Ulf too.
You talking about Ulf? Are you talking about Jace too? I wonder, because he's getting, both of them are equally getting on my nerves.
Oh, Jace getting on your nerves too. Jace is just. I'm getting tired of this Zoolander look that Jace. At first I was like, okay, but now this Zoolander look is getting on my nerves with Jace.
Oh, thank you for being in my chat. I need to make you a mod, Alpha MC. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Ulf is, yeah. Well, see, because a part of it, I believe, it's a part of him being himself, but a part of it is him just kind of, you ain't supposed to put your feet up on the table.
Yeah, he's doing extra. He's doing the most.
And then give me more chicken.
Small bird. Small bird.
You get extra help with a potato salad. You know what I mean?
Get you a potato. He want a potato.
With the chilling dressing, huh?
He said he looked like a potato customer.
He too.
He acting like one.
Oh, Kim, it's all good. Listen, you don't gotta ever say sorry to us. We get it. We get. Sometimes we just get right in the chat. We just get to going. Oh yeah, and thank you, Nightbot. Again, our girl trending at some point here. Listen, she's trying to get these legal docs. All right. And make sure you catch up on all of the episodes this past weekend. She went over in detail about Destiny's court order with LB and things of that sort. Y'all thought I was going to say nature, did y'all? I didn't say it. I didn't say nature. But that being said, make sure that you hit up her Cash App, hit up Zelle. You have Zelle? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. And just to provide context for anyone that's over here only for House of the Dragon, outside of House of the Dragon, which me and 41 Fit and I do together, I do legal cases. I like to cover stuff. So that's what she's talking about.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. I keep on. I'm like blending the two, but definitely. If you would like to sponsor some of these legal documents, our trending at some point, she's a budding attorney. I think we're trying to speak that into existence. We need lawyer trending. We need trending Esquire to make it happen. He is calculated. So thank you for bringing us back. Thank you for roping us back. We sure do appreciate it. But before we go back, make sure that you buy your tickets. We got we have some brunches coming up. Shout out to Chef Don Don. If you have not, make sure that you subscribe to his new channel. I believe it is the Chef Don Don and the number 2. He has quite a few dates that are coming up. Dallas is coming up on the 12th, trending.
I thought it was the 15th for some
Oh,
reason.
let me look down in my calendar before I say something bad. Correct. It is the 15th. He has a
No.
date.
Oh yeah.
It
Okay.
is the 15th.
Okay. Yeah.
You are correct. The 15th, and then there's a couple more dates that are coming
October.
up in
Well,
October.
I know about the October 27th DC one because that's the one I'm trying to go to, so I can remember that one the easiest. But there's a North Carolina one in between that.
Yes. So it's going to be really good. But so again, we got a couple announcements. If you want to sponsor some documents for Trending at some point, make sure her information is there. Please subscribe to my channel. I got some stuff coming up. Let me just get these papers written and we'll be good to go. Also, make sure that you subscribe to Chef Don Don, the THEE Chef Don DON, and the number 2. He has some brunches that are coming up. So please buy up all of his tickets. And did I get everything?
I think so.
That is the commercial.
And while you're here, you're getting a master degree because you're in the Game of Thrones world right now. Instead of your master, you're
yes. I'm gonna specialize in the Magic 8 Ball. I'm telling y'all.
Come on, 8 Ball. Yeah.
I'm specializing in the Magic 8 Ball. Come on.
I need to start that so I can just keep bringing the 8 Ball back.
Oh my goodness. So, he's upset. They're all at the table. They're being disrespectful. Well, rather, Ulf is being disrespectful in some ways. And Jace is also being equally as disrespectful because he doesn't respect the people that's at the table. Because he's so high-born that he has no respect for the people that have the same abilities that he does. And instead of embracing the people at the table, he wants to disgrace them. And it's just I don't know. I can't call it trending. What are your thoughts on this scene there?
He's insecure because his whole time, obviously he's accepted it because of how comfortable he is speaking with his wife about it, that he knows he's actually the son of the strong guy and not of Damon and stuff like that. So he obviously has heard all the insults and stuff. So he's insecure.
Right. It's kind of sad. And I like him. He's a little hot-headed, but I like him. Okay, Kim Green. I'm gonna say my age. I'm gonna tell my age. I wanted a 8 Ball jacket so bad back in the day. Y'all remember the 8 Ball jacket, the leather Johns with the big old 8 Ball on the back?
Oh my gosh.
I wanted an 8 Ball jacket. But anyway, we won't go down that road today. All right. So on to the next scene. Well, actually, let me sum this one up. So Hugh apologizes for Ulf, right? Mm-hmm. And as Alf MC says, he's more calculating. He's watching everything that's going on. But you can tell that the cogs is starting to turn, right? That even though he's apologizing for Ulf, I do believe he may feel some sort of allegiance to Ulf because both of them are like lowborn, right?
Well, since they told me that Hugh is going to turn as well, I agree that he does feel probably more loyalty to that side than this. Yes. So, yeah.
And I think it has a lot to do with how Jace is treating him.
Yeah, I do too. I actually do. I feel like had Jace not been like that, I think he actually was okay with having a certain type of decorum. And he was fine with that. But I think just seeing the way they talk to Jace, it's like you talk to him like that, you also mean it for me. I do think that too.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So you see him with this look over here, Jace looking the way he looking because he's hotter than the heat of 1,000 suns. Mm-hmm. But if anything, the tension is going to continue to grow.
Right.
Between the two factions. I don't know if that's the right term, but I'm just going to use
I know what you mean.
I think the two groups. So Rhaenyra plots her next move, right, in the next scene. And she discusses her next move with Corlys, who believes the Greens could have more dragons than they have anticipated, right? Mm-hmm. He brings up the fact that both Daeron, the other son, the 16-year-old son, I can't think of how old he is right now, and Helaena have dragons, though Rhaenyra doubts their threat, knowing Helaena would never fly Dreamfire into battle. And that is true. Helaena really doesn't, at least according to the show, she really doesn't.
Right, according to the show, so far, no, she would not.
So far, she just doesn't want to do it. Right. Corlys isn't so sure, but he ain't the most surest people. You know what? Shout out to Sarah. Make sure you buy your Sarah shirts from Chef Don in this store. We do need a refreshing Sarah right now. But for the most part, he isn't so sure. Plus, he tells Rhaenyra they can't underestimate Aemon's strength right now.
Yeah.
They really shouldn't underestimate his crazy.
That's what I was thinking. His brain. Don't underestimate that part. Yeah.
He ain't all there no more. Some
Right.
things got rattled in that battle. Okay.
Yeah.
They can't underestimate his strength. Plus, he's somewhat. I would say Aemon is somewhat desperate, and he's upset. He's mad at the world again. Mama issues, daddy issues as well on 20. All right.
Mm-hmm. Not being the firstborn.
Exactly. Now, Corlys still got some issues as well, right? He tells her about, he renamed his ship the Queen Who Never Was, which is a shout out to his now
whoever was.
Who I thought it was the Queen Who Never Was.
They said he named it Whoever Was.
Whoever was.
Yeah, because that was his homage to his wife, but they said, I thought they said it was the Queen Whoever Was.
You're probably correct. I probably didn't. Yeah, I probably didn't hear him clearly. I thought it was Who Never Was. But you're right. Because they said never was, but he said ever was. So
right.
Okay.
She was known as the Queen Who Never Was. Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
And he was like, yeah.
Well, I love it. But he still feels like he has to carry this torch for his now, his wife that has passed in battle.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a part of that will kind of bring a lot of anxiety on you. It'll make it easier for you to, less easy to make good decisions.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I wonder how he said ever was. Okay, he said ever. Thank you so much, Kim. Thank you, Trendon, because I be wondering. It's that thick tongue. That thick tongue done got to my ear. Get thee behind me, thick tongue. All right, so then we cut to Daemon at Harrenhal, who's finally raising an army. I mean, finally, he's no longer dreaming. He's no longer sipping scissor. He's no longer jumping from place to place in his head. He's
gonna dream one more time. It's not a dream though, but it's gonna be one more time of she gonna be sitting on the bed.
Right. So, do you think that's more of a dream or a vision?
It's a vision. I was just saying we're gonna see him see something one more time, but yes, it's not a dream. It's none of that waking up at the table eating, or all this extra stuff.
And him getting up and then blinking and looking around like he don't know where he at. I'm like, bro, you need to stop sipping that stuff. But anyway, he's finally raising up an army in Harrenhal. I mean, it really took long enough, y'all. I mean, how many episodes has he been there? Probably a good 4, 5.
Yeah, and I'll give him this. To me, he was still always raising the army. It's just that we finally get to see whose side he's on.
That's fair.
His side or Rhaenyra's side.
That's fair. Alfred says he's there to find out what his intentions are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Ooh, I know you're gonna read it. Go ahead. I want to talk about Alfred when you get to that part.
He's there to find out what his intentions are. I don't have a direct quote, so you might have to quote it. Okay. To which Daemon says that they will march on King's Landing. So pretty much Alfred is betraying Rhaenyra when he says that if Daemon makes a claim, his lords will follow him.
Mm-hmm. That was that part right there. I said, no, you didn't. Sit there and try to look humble. She trusting you to go see where Daemon's mind at. You get there, you like, Daemon, I don't even care where your mind at. I'm saying we think it should be a man leading. I'm with you, Daemon.
Yeah.
And Daemon said, I didn't take you for a turncloak. But yeah. Oh, and they said it was a voice whispered traitor too.
Yes. And that's the thing. Oh, welcome, Cece. We so glad you're here. We listen. We like all of our hot D aficionados. Like
yes, we need Francois. I think that's the only one.
Francois. I guess
we rounding out. We got Alf and Cece and Bama, American born. We got our people in here. Kim.
Somebody need to put up the hot D signal. You like the bat signal, the hot D signal, so Francois can come on in the chat. Mm-hmm. But yes, I mean. Yeah. How do y'all feel about Alfred?
He made me mad, period. He made me mad. I was like, oh my God, I should have expected it because that's how the show is. But I was like, come on, Alfred. Like, seriously, you had one job. You had one job.
One job. One
I
job.
can, and then of course we're gonna see him later when Rhaenyra gets there, and I'm like, yeah, you better run. You better run.
I'm gonna call him Alfred the Red Pill homie. He got some serious misogynistic issues going on.
Yeah.
He's having a very hard time processing a woman being on the throne.
Yeah.
Even if if he was Team Green, I believe that he would feel the same way. And he is a traitor.
Yeah, he would. Same. He'd be like either telling Aemon, I think you should do it, or some guy. He'd be there with some guy.
He would be with some guy. It wouldn't matter how great of a ruler they would be. It just has to be a man. He has to carry something between his legs, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Instead of what's going on between their eyes, like a brain, a functioning one, because a lot of these folks don't have no functioning brains. But anyway, I digress. So Aemon learns about how the Dragon Seed scheme came about and orders that no ships or boats come or go from the harbor without inspection. So now they're going to start inspecting all.
Okay.
So, so he interrupts a conversation between Alicent and Helaena to ask Helaena to go to war with him on Dreamfire. Something she unsurprisingly rejects. She don't want to have nothing to do with none of this war. And more than likely because she's probably already seen it play out in her head in some form or fashion, right?
Right.
Remember, she has visions.
Right.
And dreams. So, and plus she does not want to unalive anyone. That's just not her nature. At least in this show. I'm not sure how she is in the book. Chat, please let us know. I don't know if you know, Trendon, what her nature is in the books, but
they say in the book she's really already lost her mind in the book. So they said they actually rounded her character out more on the show than in the books. They said it's like they lessened Rhaena, and increased I forget her name that fast, Helaena.
Yeah.
As far as like robust character on the show.
Got it. And she doesn't want to unalive anyone, but Aemon is pretty much saying they have no other choice, right? They're short on, dragons. They short on them. They need some fire, like they really need some firepower, right? But yes, Let's see here. Cece says he made me mad too. Better hope Daemon doesn't tell Rhaenyra what he did. Ooh.
Right, he better hope, Cece. But I feel like I hope that they do get him. But yeah, he better hope they don't.
Do y'all think Alfred had aspirations to be a hand? Is that what it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what got him. The last straw was Corlys being a hand.
Maybe. I mean, because he seemed to always have something to say out of his mouth, and I think that was one of the reasons why she kind of sent him away. Because he always had.
And then he was salty. He was like running messages between a wife and a husband instead of who's Gooby? Gooby fears to.
Who's Christian again? Not sure. I don't know who you are, but if you can clarify who Gooby is and keep it within YouTube guidelines, that would be great.
right, please. Yeah.
Please keep it in YouTube guidelines, and we're just gonna boot you up out of here. But that being said, so they said, he said they don't have no choice. Not only is their claim being threatened, but their lives are being threatened, right? So Alicent defends Helaena and tells him, homeboy, no, I'm not sending her out to war. You're gonna have to find somebody else. Get somebody else to do it. That's
I'm not burning anybody. I'm not doing it.
I'm not going to do it. In the end, he's not convincing, and he does storm off like a petulant child. He just storms off, right?
As he's want to do.
Yeah. So heading over. Any thoughts regarding that specific scene?
And sorry about the old ones on the top right and bottom left. I thought I had replaced those, but not yet, because I want to get to their conversation when she tells him what she saw.
Yeah.
So yeah, not yet.
Heading towards the Riverlands, Criston and Gwaine have an interesting conversation while their army is camped out. And Gwaine sees Criston take out Alicent's pocket tissue and confronts him. Right. He ain't feeling that too much. Right. Knowing they had they was laying low and spreading it wide. I guess he really kind of, it all just came together. Gwaine says that he could send Criston to the wall for what he's figured it out. And Criston explains that Alicent saved his life 2 times.
2 times. Yeah.
You know, because one time he wanted to unalive himself.
That's the one I kept remembering. The other time he credited her for, I was like, I forgot.
I forgot it too. I guess it wasn't important. Hey, Magic 8 Ball strikes again. Come on, tell us. Come on, Magic 8 Ball. Why? What's the other reason? Magic 8 Ball. He was laying low and spreading it wide. They were like, man, she was taking the moon juice and everything because she was trying to, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So at this point, Kristen seems to have all but given up.
Yeah, but this does answer our question on if he still saw her romantically. Remember that was kind of posed, and I said I still think he does. I still think he sees her romantically, and that to me answered the question that he does still see her romantically.
I think he really fell in love with her. I think at first he loved Rhaenyra. I think when they kissing and stuff. Now I don't know what the book says what they was doing, but I know in the show they had a little smooch or two.
Right.
But I'm not necessarily sure what the book says about their relationship. But then of course. That's his favorite girl. Alicent is.
Mm-hmm.
Go figure. Maybe she got that sunshine, y'all. Tell us in the chat. I don't know. Maybe she got the sunshine. Shout out to Harlem Nights. I can't call it. Y'all know about the sunshine. But that being said, so pretty much they have their discussion, and he's certainly marching to he's certain that pretty much Team Green is marching to their unaliving.
Right. And did he say he welcomed unaliving at this point? Okay.
It was something along those lines.
Okay. And he said he doesn't believe any man has honor at this point, and that honor is like, morals and honor are like the mist in the morning that melt away and all that stuff. So he's like, it's a facade. Ain't nobody with the white cloaks doing what they're supposed to do. That's what it is.
Think about it. Last episode, he was trying to talk to Alicent about the PTSD that he's experiencing. Like over and over again, he's seeing all of his men just perishing. Mm-hmm. He's seeing pretty much the literal dance of dragons above their heads. And he can't get over it. And I'm pretty sure that he's starting to relent and
Oh, Kim. Okay, I'm gonna keep this in mind, Kim. That you're saying you don't think I didn't say in love. I said romantic feelings, but I don't. So you think he has an ulterior motive? I don't know. He almost meeting his end, Kim. I don't think he gonna make it back to have an ulterior motive. I think this about it. Kristen in his last few marches, but we'll see.
We'll see. So let's see here. So the next scene is Baela, but I kind of want to skip to where you have the pictures here. So
Baela was running anyway. She was
Baela calls out Jace for all his sulking and pouting.
Oh, that one. Got you. Hold on.
Yeah.
There she go, right here.
Yeah, pouting and sulking and pouting. Yeah. She reminds him that just because lowborn people can ride dragons doesn't take away from him being highborn for the most part. You are, come on, you are smart. You is kind. You is important, Jace. Just okay. So Baela's she giving him
she is encouraging her man. She is.
She his peace, apparently. Boo, boo. She his peace, but whatever. She tells him to go be at his mother's side where he belongs. And this leads to a dinner with the dragon seeds, which is a little off.
Oh, that's where she's giving the toast and showing his behind.
The toast. For the most part, it's a little awkward. Rhaenyra's trying, but Ulf is totally bugging. Like bugging. So ill-mannered, obnoxious, all of the above. And despite this, Rhaenyra makes a toast and tell them that they will fly in 2 days. Now, I'll be honest with you. For me, I found Rhaenyra's speech to be a little snooty as well.
It was snooty too.
Yeah. I found it to be snooty. I found of course she's the queen. So of course there's just a status that you have to have about yourself and the persona you have to have. But there was something that felt a little like, I would rather not. Like, do I have to sit close to him? Like it just felt that way to me. Okay. All right, Kim. But so that leads to that dinner. Baela is unsure, asking if they would have to unalive innocent people.
Oh yeah.
So she does ask the question.
But I can't say that's why Rhaenyra wanted to avoid this for so long, and she did go sneak to see Allison, she already had knew it was going to take that as well.
Yeah. Are you all noticing her different now? Her costumes are changing. It's a lot more armor. Yeah, her really delving into her masculine energy,
Okay.
really taking on that persona where she was more trying to be soft. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but if you'll look back at the scenes, you'll see a lot more. It feels like she's moving into a more war mindset.
They did say that it's 2 dragons on her shoulder, and then her head's supposed to be like the 3rd dragon. I didn't even notice that she was starting to wear more armor. Like,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It feels it like even the leather, it just feels like it's more constructed than something that's like flowing like a gown. Yeah, she was, and I will agree with you, Alpha MC. She was too soft on them, and I think Lord willing, it won't be to their detriment. But yeah, most of us know what's going to happen towards the end.
Right.
So the dinner is interrupted by a message from Harrenhal, and Simon sends a warning to Rhaenyra of potential treasons. We have a traitor in the mist, and his name is Alfredo.
Right, but did he send it because of? Oh wait, no, maybe he overheard Alfredo trying to talk to Daemon. That's okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Freaking Alfredo was whispering, because think about it, Simon was, if you see, I got to look back. I had to look at the episode again, but I do recall Simon was listening in the corner of the shadows. He was listening, so Simon went ahead and sent a courier, I guess.
Okay.
So potential treason, and Rhaenyra wastes no time leaving. She hopped on the next thing, smoking her dragon, and got over there to have a chat.
Right.
And she asked Adam to fly with her. So I like the dynamic between the two of them. She trusts him. I don't think
Adam
his dad.
Yeah.
Because she don't know that yet.
Uh-huh.
She don't know. Well, I think she know. But
she knows what about Adam?
I think
being more trustworthy. I think she does too.
I think she know Adam is a product of his papa.
Oh, of Corlys. Yeah, I can see her suspecting that too.
Yeah, she probably suspects it. But yeah, any thoughts regarding either one of those scenes?
No. Now, I gave them as we were going, so I have my thoughts, but I don't have anything to add on that right now.
Yeah, good old Sir Simon. He like good food, good drink.
He is. Yeah, he's just like, I'm here to eat a little something, drink a little something, and help everybody. Yeah.
Bump a couple goats up in this castle.
Yeah, he's like, it's okay.
We all right. We chilling. So back in Essos, Tylan is put to the test when Lohar tells him he'll go with him if he can take them in a fight. So I believe this is a woman. But some of the genders kind of changed, because my understanding is that this is a trans actor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
I'm not sure.
I don't know the pronouns they used in the show, honestly. So we'll say they and them. We'll just go
they and them.
Okay.
So pretty much they want to, but I do believe in these scenes, this is supposed to be portrayed as a woman. Now, I don't know about if Lohar
is. I thought so too, because they still. Well, but we'll say they them. Let's just they them.
We'll say they them.
Yeah.
So he puts them to the test, and surprisingly, they're mud wrestling, and he's pleased by his skills. Because think about it, he's a chump.
He is so like used to the finer things. Lannister, the Lannister one is
polished. So to see him
polished,
it tickles me. It really tickles me pink, but they're just pleasantly surprised.
Oh, poor thing in that mud.
But look, I loved it. They asked Tylan to stay for dinner, where they tell them they will be glad to sell by his side. There's another surprising moment where Lohar asked Tylan to give them children.
Yes. and then says, I want you to sleep with my wives. And he was like, how many wives do you have? I want to know the answer. I was like, hey, how many wives do they have?
How many times you have to carry the one? I'm curious myself.
Right. Did anybody have to carry a one?
How many ones did you have to carry the two? Because man, the way they said wives, it seemed like there's probably more than fingers and toes to count. Let's see here. She hated this entire part of the go. Oh, okay. Only book readers understand it. What was okay. And this, I believe, Alf, that this is a way for us to really get into the book so we can kind of plug in the holes. Because I felt the same way about The Color Purple, just as a side.
Yeah, that's true. That's
you know what I mean? Because the movie was amazing, and it's still amazing if you watch The Color Purple now. But the book takes it to another level, as most books do. You know what I mean? It's kind of sad. And from what I understand, the producers didn't want to cut it at 8 episodes, which makes me think that the reason why this episode was cut so abruptly, because it wasn't up to them, it was up to HBO Max, I believe.
Okay.
That's just my thoughts. They really wanted 10, but they had to cut it at 8. But let me get back to this here. Let's see here. So this is all brand new to Tylan, who looks stunned, right? He looks stunned at the offer to, create a whole new generation of people with Lohar's wives. Pretty much he ain't in King's Landing no more, baby. You in Essos, where everything goes. For mud wrestling and everything like that. What are your thoughts about this scene?
Because of you could tell where they were, I did want to see, and I'm not saying that they had to be. I need to see more melanated people in that area for me. That was one of the things I felt like it was lacking. I'm like, I feel like, now I don't know how he wrote the book on this part, but I felt like I was supposed to see some more melanin over here on this side. But I do think that they had me tense. Then I relaxed. Then tense, relaxed. I was like, are you going to get their help or not? And what are you going to have to do? I really thought he was going to have to do some cannibalistic stuff for a second. I was like, oh, no. But I didn't understand the being impressed with the song he sang. I guess it was more the lyrics. I was like, why is this? That's not my life, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's just, it's not for me to understand. But it was cool. I'm good to move on from their scene because he got what he wanted. The how many wives do you have part was funny.
Yeah. So yeah, man, we're already at 3:59, and I know that my sister's inner season lady is the clock is a ticking. The clock is a ticking. I liked it, but I do agree with you. I always took Essos as something it's a more ethnic area, it's more of a melting pot. So I would have thought that they would have been more melanated people. I don't know. Something gives me the vibe of it being warm, more sun. So they sprinkled a couple, but I was like, now hold on now, but that was just because I knew my brain was expecting it, so I did notice. I agree. So back in Harrenhal, Daemon has one more vision, which is a mama. This is a big one. This is the big one.
This is the big
one. So it's kind of a low point for the episode for me. I like my eyes honestly roll every time I see Alice and Daemon together. Like I'm so tired.
Oh yeah, I got you.
It's like, okay, I mean, we get it. She's a witch and he's in the scissor, and he got to see these visions. And I get it that this was, I guess, how this is his arc, I guess, to get him over to being Team Black instead of just Team Daemon. What I mean?
I guess because maybe because like in Game of Thrones, was she called the Red Witch? She was just, I guess she was more interesting, maybe.
I don't
know. So now we're seeing her. I get it, but they drug it out too long. So her mysterious, like, I'm okay with her being mysterious, but they just drug it out so long.
Ooh, Alpha C, I wish we was.
Is the Green Man the what do they call them? They be running through the forest, with the hooves with the. Are you talking about that, Al? Because I saw it because I had to watch a recap to see it. That's how I saw it. If that's what you're talking about.
I didn't notice the Green Man. Now I gotta watch it again. So it feels forced to me. Alice brings Daemon out of the God's Wood and tells him he can find an omen. For the most part,
I didn't notice till this time it was red sap coming from the tree. So
I did notice, which I thought it was blood.
Me too.
Then,
that's what I thought it was.
So once he puts his hand on the tree, he sees a vision of song and ice and fire being played out. So he sees ice and fire being played out, which is pretty dope. There's the White Walkers, the Night King, even an image of Daenerys in this off-putting animation. It just really wasn't done well to me.
It's like, no, right? Like, come on. Like,
come on, y'all.
It was something else I needed, and I can't put my finger on it, but I needed it. I don't know what it was, but
it was weird. It was
I needed something else. I needed it. This is the punch moment. This is episode 8, last episode for us now. I did like the fact that we saw a walker, and they said that he was maybe the Night King of the past or something. Yeah. And then the other one is the Night King of the future with the short horn thing on his head or something.
That too. Is this supposed to be relating to a new one or
this one? They speculated this is a past one before the one that Daenerys and them encountered. And then he saw the future. So it was the past here that they said he saw. Then he saw the future with Daenerys. That's what they're theorizing.
I don't know. I just had it in my mind that there was only one Night King.
I did too. But you remember the other one, right? That had the short thing. They also said because sometimes children were obviously given as sacrifices, that might have been a Targaryen child. Why he got white hair. They speculated that too.
I also heard that there's some speculation that the Night King is actually Daemon, but
I heard it too, but nobody repeated it, so I couldn't find it because I kind of was like,
maybe that's the reason why he has hair. Again, I'm just looking at this picture.
I heard that too.
King. Who knows? Let's see here. Oh, showrunners. Okay, I feel like the budget cut really affected how they produced the sequence. Yeah, I agree. I think they ran out of a half breed. Okay, see, and that's the thing. Like, when the money's funny, it's gonna look funny. So that's
I did want him to see a vision of Daenerys. They said that in his head, he thinks that that's going to be a child that he and Rhaenyra have, possibly. But I am glad he saw a vision of Daenerys because that should be part of his vision. I don't know what else. I don't know what I wanted, but I know I wanted something. I was like, that's a sunken place.
It was weird. And then it's followed by an appearance from Helaena, who tells him this is all just a story and he's part of it.
I missed that the first time, but I said, oh, snap.
Yeah.
Helaena always being the seer that she is, and then Daemon being able to have a vision or seeing, and he sees, her, and she's wearing what Aemon saw her in, I believe, so she's wearing her current clothing too, right? But that was neat for that part. Two seers for the moment, seeing each other in a vision was kind of cool.
Oh, okay. Good point, Alpha MC. I like your point. I liked it. I liked and didn't like this scene. I didn't like the cheesiness of it. But like you said, I mean, sometimes they ran out of budget money, so they had to just do what they had to do with what they had. So I think that's what all this is about.
Yeah. And I just want to clarify, Kim, we know that he's not going to be the father, but I think they were just theorizing in his head. He thought that that's another of their children, but we know that's obviously not going to be his child.
Yeah. So speaking of Helaena, we get another scene of her right after this scene. They're at King's Landing, and Aemon tries to convince her to go to war on Dreamfire again and again and again and again and again. And each time it was not successful at all. But this time he wasn't as aggressive.
Right.
But like Helaena done seen homeboy his future, and the magic 8 ball said no. The magic 8 ball said nah, homie.
Nope. No.
That's exactly what it said. And not only nope to your life, and nope to me hopping on this dragon.
Because there was no fear in her when Aemon was like, I could unalive you right now. She was like, no, we're going to go the way we're going to go.
What is he going to do? Go ahead. I mean, do it.
And she said, she told him, she said, you disappear into God's eye. I said, oh, not telling him how he going to go.
Right.
God, dog.
I mean, pretty much. Yeah, she was still cojones that at that moment. Like she just grabbed him and said, "Look, bruh, do what you must." I mean, she just washed his hands
Right.
of that joke.
It is not changing. Like she said, it's not going to change your story or our stories.
Exactly. And shout out to Queen Sheba. I said what I said, right?
She had a, I said what I said Saturday. Okay. She had a I said what I said Saturday.
She pretty much said I said what I said Saturday. Yeah. So she asked him what he would do to her if she doesn't agree to fly to Harrenhal with him, calling him out for unaliving or trying to unalive their brother.
She said, "You gonna burn me like you burned Aegon?
You gonna make me a lemon pepper wing like you did him?
We doing a combo, classy combo,
right? Is it a classy combo? Do I get a side of Sarah?
Savor.
Do I get an apple ties? Did I get an
apple ties? Pie.
How you doing?
How are you doing?
I cannot. Anyway, she tells him she saw what he did.
Yep.
That was gangster to me.
That was gangster because we have seen her look of fear. She did not have a look of fear with Aemon.
No, she had made up mind. She said what she said.
Right.
She tells him what he did, and what she's seen. She's pretty much Aegon gonna be on the throne again, and Aemon will be swallowed up. He's gonna be swallowed up.
Swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed by God's eye?
Have you been? I'm about to get up and do that march too. Have you been swallowed up? Anyway. This, of course, confuses Aemon, and he tells her that she could be unalive for treason. And she like, whatever, do what you must. Listen, can I at least be I don't know, can I get a side of hot sauce on my lemon?
Right. Like, anyway, what y'all want from the store? That's what she.
Can I get some Texas toast on the side?
Yeah,
get some fries.
I'm going by the gas station. What y'all want? Because
I'm all flats. I don't like no drums. I'm all flats. What you got?
All flats.
They can't. Anyway, Helena has, for the most part, we all know that Helena has some sort of seeing power. She can see. You know what I mean? She has visions and stuff like that. And she has premonition. So there's no doubt that she's seen the future for Aemon and Aegon. Any additional thoughts?
No, we covered it on them.
Yes. Yeah. Magic 8 Ball said, not today. Not today, homie.
Yep, here we go. Magic 8 Ball.
He said, this is for my homies. See you when I get there. She had that gangster lean on that. Anyway, sorry. I'm about to sing us up the whole song. So Rhaenyra and Adam arrive at Harrenhal. This was a gangster scene right here. And is greeted by Simon. He leads her into the castle where she finds Daemon's army, and Daemon quickly emerges. I love this scene, and it makes me realize that Daemon and Rhaenyra are actually pretty good together.
They're complimentary a lot of times. Yeah. He frustrates me, but they are complimentary a lot of times.
And they've been apart for so long. It was good to see, we're reunited, and it is so good. So, Rhaenyra she's nervous. She's nervous about.
Yeah, she's trying to stay strong, but she is nervous.
She's definitely nervous, but she's pleasantly surprised when he bends the knee.
Yeah. Like, I feel like a lot of emotions went through her at that moment, a lot. And before he bent the knee, she made sure she went ahead and yelled, are you for me type thing. Like, everybody needs to know right now, I'm not walking another step without us all being on the same page. And that took a lot because he could have went the other way. So
he could have, she pretty much is like, who set you repping?
Mm-hmm.
Who said?
Is it Team Black? We YSL? We Team Green?
Who said you repping? He about to start sea walking up in there. Wait,
right?
It's Team Black. Be walking. Wait,
not be walking.
Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, she's pleasantly surprised. I mean, he tells her, but he does go in and says, "There's a darker war than this. This is nothing compared to what I've seen." And to which she says, "He sounds like Viserys."
Yeah, he let her know basically of his vision in High Valyrian language because they were very public. But that I think also like made her look at him different. Like now you've had your own vision. You weren't even the story wasn't even passed down. You've seen it. Like that's
He literally laid hands on that tree, which is very interesting too. So yeah, he makes it clear that he believes she has the rightful claim to the throne, and then once he bends the knee, so does the rest of the army. So yay,
they did. And Alfredo, like, I gotta get out of here.
Alfredo is like he tried to pivot so quick up out of there he could. Woo, I don't feel bad for him, but yeah. So Daemon is loyal to Queen Rhaenyra again. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So Daemon and Rhaenyra have a interesting exchange here in High Valyrian. So I love to hear the High Valyrian.
Me too. I'm a sucker for it. Like I actually know what's going on. I'm like, you better speak that High Valyrian.
Say it in a deep voice to me, baby. Something like that. Say it to me nice.
Yeah.
Where Rhaenyra pretty much threatens him. And tells him never to leave her again. Daemon in Valyrian says that he wouldn't, as he's already tried and it didn't work.
Right. He's like, I tried. That was so funny. That was funny though.
I left him on red.
I love that humor. Little humor I love that. Sprinkle it in.
I love it. And it didn't work. And he makes a speech to his army as they pledge for Rhaenyra, which is really awesome to see. And I'm not gonna lie, I got a little teary-eyed. Couple dropped out. A couple little drops.
American boy, I gotta learn some High Valyrian to speak to Mr. Trendon.
Oh my Lord. I would love that. Please record it. Please record it. If he'll come on camera, I think I will be as stitches as well. He is Chicken Alfredo. He a bop bop. Chicken bop bop. That's why y'all gotta pray for me because these songs be coming up.
Yes, I'm with you. We're on the same page.
Oh my goodness. So there are some other scenes that I want to touch on briefly. So Alan calls out Corlys for being a neglectful father.
That was something.
That was something else. He was like, what you want to do now? You won't be in my life again now.
Yeah. Don't help me now. I was cold. I was hungry. I see you in the streets eating sweet meats. Don't help me now.
Like literally eating the scraps under the table. But now you want to come around?
He's like, I'm good. I'm good. So does that mean he won't claim a dragon so he's not going to get burned up? Or do you think that still could happen later? Or try to claim a dragon? Because do you think they got
out of necessity?
Huh?
Out of necessity. Out of necessity. But I think that they need him more on the boat than
I agree.
Yeah, they need him more, especially like when this what's the name? Alpha MC. The name of the triarchy. When the triarchy step into the scene, they're really going to need some more.
Right. And speaking of that, I need them to show me some more ships for the Valyrians because I'm like, y'all looking a little light out here on this water. Like, I need to see a force. Like, what's going on?
They are because they took a big hit. I think wasn't it last season where they took a big hit?
Yeah, because they came in on him being his body being all broken and stuff.
Yeah. Let's see here. Where was I at? Mysaria and Rhaenyra have a moment in which Rhaenyra expresses her regret over having to unalive innocent people. So they have that exchange and that conversation. So they have that discussion. We get the big reunion between Rhaenyra and Alicent.
Before you go there, I just want to say it's interesting that White Worm, was that her nickname? White Worm? It's interesting that she was telling Rhaenyra basically, I guess, like, you gotta do what you gotta do because she comes from small folk. She would be one of those ones that could get burnt up as a casualty. So that was interesting to me.
Well, My understanding is that they're going, yeah, I ain't ready. I ain't ready, Alpha MC. I'm gonna keep it.
I'm not ready either.
I'm not ready. I'm really not ready because I mean, a lot of us already know what's supposed to happen, but it's just
Yeah,
when
I'm
it comes
not
to
ready.
Game of Thrones, because I think I always think back to like the Red Wedding. I think back like to some of the R scenes. I think about like, man, when Bran got dumped off the side like that in season one. Like when it comes to these books, like it's no holds bar. Like they don't care. They don't care about our feelings.
Mm,
They're like,
they
screw your
don't.
feelings. F your feelings. They don't care about our feelings with these books. Like, so I can imagine that they're going to try to do whatever they're going to do in these shows. So I'm not ready for season 3. But yeah, it's it's just I like their dynamic between Masseria and Rhaenyra, and I get it because like no matter how hard she tries to do, no matter how much armor, how many dragons she puts on her clothing, oh, the Red Wedding is listen, I could not talk the next day at work. People was trying to figure out what was going on with me, and I said, "You watch Game of Thrones?" And the people who knew, the people that get it, get it. The
They were
people
like, "Oh, okay, okay, okay." I'm gonna tell you 2 moments. Well, different franchises.
yeah.
Red Wedding was one of those times.
Yeah.
Ned being beheaded was a time.
Yeah.
Different franchise. Skip over to Grey's Anatomy when Derek died.
Oh my.
I called my husband crying, and he thought I really knew somebody that passed away. That's how bad I was sounding. And I'm like, I'm trying to explain to him it happened on the show. And he's like, girl, I really thought you lost somebody. I was like, but we lost McDreamy. That's who we lost. Like, it was the whole thing. So those are my emotional top tier moments. Like, ooh, child. Yeah.
D, I don't blame you. I tried, like, my husband and I looked at each other. I think we was watching. We watched it during the day. We didn't talk for the rest of the day. I think I cooked dinner. We barely ate dinner. It was bad. It was so
it's bad. It's bad.
So
Wasn't
bad.
expecting it. I was like, oh, he got his little wife.
Oh,
I said, we lost everybody.
We lost everybody. It was like, I was like, man,
I clung so hard to Arya after that. I was like, Arya, come on, girl. Come on.
Please. But yes, yeah, so there's a big reunion between Rhaenyra and Alicent. We saw it coming. We knew that they weren't just going to meet once. She came on her set, and now Alicent coming on her set, right? So then, so she shows up the Dragonstone in the middle of the night. I mean, it's crazy how these people are able to just kind of slip into other people's sets. Like, for real, are we really supposed to believe that it's that easy to penetrate? Anyway,
I guess they because I guess it really was like friends and brothers that had to separate, so they kind of still like, all right, I got you. I'm gonna tell you what, the audacity to come here after she begged you at where the Silent Sisters were standing to come back and say the same thing she already tried to tell you. No, and I know you're gonna say it, but I'm gonna still say it. No, it's a son for a son now.
No.
She said you got to bring the head now. That's it. We're done here.
Oh my goodness. She shows up, and Rhaenyra, who's like shocked and angered to see her. And I don't blame her because, like, look, I risked my life. We could have possibly. I don't think that it was going to really stop it, but there might have been.
It couldn't have happened, but I'm just saying, girl.
Like, why? Like, oh, because your son going crazy, your son burning up everybody. He making a whole franchise of lemon pepper wings all over the world. Like,
right.
Dragon, like, your son got to be burnt to a crisp for everything that really for you to get it. Like, girl,
right.
Bye. So Alicent opens up about everything she's done wrong and admits to clinging to her virtues when she was really just envious of Rhaenyra.
We knew. We was waiting on you to realize that. Hey, dudes.
Hey, dudes.
We knew.
Where is Francois? Dudes,
Francois is missed. And he gonna watch this replay and be like, "Oh my God, I missed it." We knew.
Yeah.
That she was jealous of the more free living way Rhaenyra was living her life versus how she had to color inside the lines.
Yeah.
We knew.
Yep. And, she just wants to leave everything behind and move far away with Helaena, to which Rhaenyra questions why she should care.
Right. And I'm with Rhaenyra.
I am too.
Why should she care? Yep, go on and bite them cuticles up, girl, because sorry.
Bite them. Just go ahead and keep. Yeah, because she had a big issue with that from the beginning. She had an issue with biting. She had a
Yeah.
nerve.
I didn't notice it I should say I didn't notice how her hands looked like that the first time. I think I did notice when they were at the jousting thing, but I definitely noticed once she had to become Viserys's wife. I really noticed it then.
To the point of bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Alicent finally gets to the point, thank the Lord, saying that Aemon will soon leave King's Landing to meet Kristen's army in the Riverlands, and it's going to leave the city open for the taking.
Mm-hmm.
So she's pretty much giving secrets, like literally, you are the traitor, right?
Right.
You are the girl. You that girl. Like, your son will probably turn you into a lemon pepper wing if he really, really knew.
He would if he knew.
And, she tells Rhaenyra that if she comes, the guards will let her in and she'll be known as a conqueror. So Rhaenyra questions what Aegon will do and is frustrated when Alicent says that she might be able to convince Aegon to bend the knee.
Right. She's like, there ain't no need. There's no need. We're done with that.
Does he even... See, I don't want to offend the differently abled, but like, does he even have a need to bend? Like, what? I'm joking. We saw him.
We saw one of them.
Yeah, we saw one of them. He got a knee. He do have one. It only takes one knee, huh, Trendon?
Technically, yeah. It does.
Between him and the king of OF, they'll make it happen if they really was going to do it. But I don't think he would, to be honest with you. So Rhaenyra knows this won't work, and she's going to have to unalive Aegon if she wants him to take the Iron Throne from him. All right. And it was at this time Rhaenyra tells Alicent that she must choose, like you said earlier, Trendon. You got to choose. It's going to be a son to a son.
Yeah. That's where we're at.
Ooh, that was gangster right there. And then though Alicent doesn't verbally agree, she nods her head, which is agreement enough. I'm holding on to that. I'm sticking a pin in that because I don't know if she fully agreed to it.
I don't either. That's not enough for me. That just means you accept Rhaenyra's not budging, but I don't know if she's agreeing to then do whatever else. But yeah, I'm the same with you on that one.
Indeed. Indeed. And they both cry. Alicent tells Rhaenyra to fly to the Red Keep in 3 days. Rhaenyra tells Alicent that history will paint her as a villain, but Alicent doesn't care about that anymore. She's pretty much aligned on the plan, and Rhaenyra allows Alicent to leave. It's a major change from the book, from what I understand.
Yeah, it is, because I had to replay the line because it's such a big change, because I do believe in the books Rhaenyra is the villain, right? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
That's well, because the books, from what I understand, CC has told us this, quite a few people in the chat has told us that these books are written, they're very much Team Green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Team Green leaning.
Very much.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
They can't stand Team Black.
Right. They called Rhaenyra bloated and all kinds of stuff. And then of course they called us some other cruel, Rhaenyra the Cruel or something. And yeah.
Yeah, from what I understand, she was very beautiful in the beginning, but once she started to have children, she
right,
a great deal of weight. So she's really,
and she was jealous that Alicent stayed smaller, although she also had multiple children.
Exactly. Yeah. Booty scratching nails. Oh my! Ew! Kim, you are too funny. Oh yeah, that is true, D. That is true. Yeah, how about that? That's D.
He
was rotting.
Yeah.
He was rotting.
Serious,
but he was a weak king. So now we're getting close to the end of our podcast. Mm-hmm. Pretty much it was an ending montage. And unfortunately, because they had to wrap 2 episodes probably into one.
Right.
So the final minutes of season 2 consists of all of the character storylines and to pretty much set up what's coming in war for season 3. So the Dragon Seeds get suited up and they're ready to fly out to war. Multiple armies are seen marching, including House Hightower,
right,
along with Daeron's Dragon Tessarion, which was pretty cool. House Lannister, Damon's new Riverlands army, the
Mm-hmm.
Triarchy Corliss's army or navy. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
we should just say navy. Let's see here, and the Winter Wolves, aka the Northerners who support Rhaenyra. So it's pretty cool to kind of see
Yeah,
the
I like
Winter Wolves. I like that a lot. Rhaena finally gets the sheep stealer. So she been around the world and yeah. So she finally found her baby.
dragon.
She found her baby finally. So she finally gets the sheep stealer, though she doesn't claim him yet.
Right. They left us on that.
Yep. She doesn't claim him. It's like, I almost wants to snatch this wig off of my
I
head.
wanted to snatch too. I said this episode better not be ending. I know I better not see credits running.
Yeah. So then, as you see in the picture here, Otto makes an appearance. He's locked up. They won't
let him out. You're going to jail.
Shout out to Chit Chat. He going to jail. I can't say
jail. Yeah, shout out to Chit Chat. You in jail.
Oh my goodness. I hope they do Tessarian correctly too. Okay, she should be cobaltly blue with blue. Ooh, blue fire. Oh, that sounds absolutely lovely.
I would like to see blue fire.
Oh, she said they suited and booted. The books were heavily written by maesters who were Team Green and thought to work at eliminating the Targaryen reign. Yeah, probably because they treated them like trash. I wouldn't be surprised if they treated them very badly. So that's the reason why they were very much Team Green. I guess they figured that anything is better than nothing.
Yeah,
you know.
True.
Let's see here. Larys and Aegon sneak out of the castle on their way to Braavos. And Rhaenyra and Alicent look out to the sky separately, fearing what's ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What would you rate this final?
Unfortunately, I'm a 5.5 to a 6 out of 10 because even not knowing it was supposed to be 10 episodes, I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt it. So I hate it because they got cut short. The producers wanted to do better and more. It's not on them, but with what we did get, look, Duke said a 6. What are y'all, what else, who else, what are y'all rated? I'm 5.5 to 6 out of 10. What are you, Fitteris?
I would give it, I'm with you on the 5.5, and that's where I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna give them 6.
Yeah.
It's just the ending was so rushed. I mean, I was thankful for the montage because they could have just ended it with, Alicent and Rhaenyra kind of her giving up, being a traitor to her own son. One thing about that scene really quick, it bothered me as a mother. It really did. I know that her sons are monsters, but it really bothered me as a mother, her giving up her sons. I guess sometimes you have to do what you have to do for the greater good of people. But
gotcha.
It was something deep down on the inside.
Gotcha. It got you. Okay. Hit that maternal spirit.
Kind of, sort of, but then I'm like, no, but he's fricasseeing people like whole cities, like whole kingdoms, and not kingdoms. But
what's Dunk and Egg?
Dunk and Egg. Oh, is that the one? Is that the
Tales of Dunk and Egg? That's George R.R. Martin. Oh, it's set in the world of A Song of Ice and Fire novels.
Is that the one they were advertising?
That must be. It must be.
Yeah. Cregan, yeah. I'm a Stark fan, girl. I love me a good something about them Starks, baby. Something about them Starks. They do it for me.
Only Stark for me that got me was the one in the Red Wedding. I was like, okay, I could, and then of course Jon Snow, but I would say he was a mixture of Jon Snow and something a little more rough to me.
Yeah.
So that Stark that was at the Red Wedding was probably my favorite Stark. I mean, besides Arya, we're talking about the male Starks. He was my favorite Stark.
Arya got on my nerves towards the end, though.
I don't think she got on mine, I guess, because Arya kept coming through. She got on my nerves in the beginning, being a brat. But I mean, she was younger, so it was warranted. But
I forgot what the faceless people, that I think they dragged that storyline out way too much, but I have to read all of the books just to make sure that like maybe they were really trying to do it justice.
Mm-hmm. I think they had to really get us to believe she could be the one. Robb Stark, yes, at the Red Wedding, Robb Stark. They had to get us to believe that she would be the one that could take out the Night King. That's why I think they took so long on showing us her struggles, training, and all that extra stuff, going through her list and stuff like that.
Yeah, Robb was the man.
Yeah,
Robb.
Y'all know Robb was over in the MCU for a little bit too. The guy that played Robb Stark.
Yes,
he was in the Eternals. But his character sucked in the Eternals. I was like, man. But yeah,
I agree with you. So I will say that yes, if it's Game of Thrones and that whole universe, I'll be watching it, and I'm pretty sure Trendon will watch it with me too.
Yeah, I'll watch it now. I don't know if I can commit to reviews. I might have to pop in on sis if she's like, look, I'm here for the reviews. I might have to guest pop in on it. But yeah,
maybe we can get Shan to watch it. Hey Shan, welcome back. Welcome back. Egg, who's really Aegon with his head shape. You see, listen, you just gotta watch it. Maybe we need to have a watch party or something. Well, no, we can't do no watch party. We had a discussion about that.
We had a discussion about watch parties. It's not gonna work within this George R.R. Martin world for us. It's too many cringe moments, and I can't watch with a crowd with these cringy George R.R. Martin scenes.
They are so cringy. I mean, people walking bucket naked through whole kingdoms, getting food.
It's a lot. I'm like, I can't process this with a group. I can't. I need to see this solo to
Speaking of, my understanding is that Mysaria, the White Worm, is supposed to do a walk of shame too. Somebody correct me in the chat, but at some point she's supposed to do a walk of shame.
Oh wow!
It's something along those lines. She's supposed to do a walk of shame. That's what they're saying. It's something along those lines. Yeah, but anyway, this has been such a wonderful journey with you, Trendon. At some point, we still have to. We got to do something. We don't know what we're going to do.
Oh my gosh! And y'all, we made it through a season. Life was lifing throughout this whole season. I know we're late, but we made it, and we did all. I think we did all of our episodes, right? Sometimes we had to double up a couple times to make sure we covered all the episodes. This 41 Fit. You are very fun to review with.
Same. And Trendon, you have to make sure that you shout out the clip. Do you have the clip loaded over here?
Oh, the one for Thursdays?
Yeah.
Oh, look at my sis. This is a teaser. All I can say is be here 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Thursday. A different teaser will be coming out sometime during the week, but this is all I can give y'all right now. My sweet sis gonna make sure that I plug, and I love you for it. Thank you.
And where are you at in your subscriber count? Let me pick up the phone.
Oh, okay. So somebody's like, oh no. So a couple dropped off. So we're at like 9,909, 9,909 or something like that.
Corny. You know what? I don't think that's people. I think that's YouTube.
Oh, okay. It could.
I think that's YouTube because remember that the same thing happened with Chef as well. I think it's just, and it happens with likes as well. But yes, we are close to Trendon at some point, getting to 10K trend. She's gonna be 10K trend soon. Woo, woo, woo. So make sure that you like, subscribe, and share her videos.
Yep. And I have giveaways. Shout out to 41 Fit for something she's doing. And then How I See It TV. I've been sitting on it, but it's been here for a while. I can't wait to do the 10K giveaway because I know y'all are gonna like that. I already know you are.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Look at what Kenya the artist just said.
Yeah, Kenya.
So okay, look at Deuce's question.
We'll
have to ponder on it. Trendon is a very busy lady, so we'll have to ponder on that.
We'll have to ponder, but I will encourage my sis to lean into her hot D Game of Thrones nerd self. But she got to finish these papers. But
That too.
I'll never say never. I'll say that the YSL trial, God, dog, they have a trial every day, which is normal in life. But I'm like, it's a lot to review. So that and then life, and then I gotta reassess my aim with where I wanted to go with the property preservation. It's a lot going on. So y'all already know, if it was just a thing of desire, yes, I desire to review a lot of things with 41 Fit. So I just want you to know it's not that.
Oh, it's so much fun. I can't wait to
trend. I'm so done with you.
Trend. I'm telling y'all better put it out there. We listen. 10K trend, 10K trend.
Oh, thank you, Divine Virtuous Woman.
You said how many people?
What? That I'm away from it?
Yeah.
91, I think, or so.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I love it. Psalm 91.
Oh, come on.
Yes, I love it. But yes, I don't have anything else. It's been great.
Y'all just be on the lookout, because 41 Fit talks about me on her channel. I will always promote 41 Fit on my channel, so we can keep up. And if she tells me something special she got going on, she already know. I have no problem talking about it on my channel. We will have more collabs because we created 2 queens on the throne for this. Yeah. So it'll happen. We just don't know how often. That's all that is.
It's not going to gather no
play that banging beat one more time before we go out. But y'all, thank you for your participation. I appreciate y'all. Shan, all y'all in here that don't even watch the show, but you just show up to keep us company. Like, for real, I appreciate y'all. Francois, you a real one. We know you. If you could have been here, you would have been here.
Fist pump of righteousness to Francois. But thank you. And to everybody that's here that gives us input, especially book information, plugging in the holes and stuff. It's just been such a wonderful journey. So I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. They talked 2 guys into keep going after the red wedding because they almost gave up. Oh, thank you, J2018.
Oh,
see, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Thank you.
That's my girl right there.
The Last of Us. We just will be figuring out what we're going to do, and it may not be weekly, but we might have a movie review or something. You know, just something that we popping out. We popping out on y'all. Okay?
Pop out. Listen, it's not going to collect too much dust. I'm telling you.
No.
And we gotta have some.
We have too much. We talk too much in real life. We enjoy each other's company. It's gonna happen.
It's really been dope.
Yes. Right. Well, I'll play our song twice because we're not gonna hear the House of the Dragon one for a while. So I'm gonna play it twice. Thank y'all. We love y'all. Kisses.
Thank y'all. Dracarys. Dracarys.